He's got the toys. He's got showmanship. And he's got sex appeal. Ladies and gentlemen, from the great Southwest, here's the guru of gadgets, the dapper and dashing Don Baine, the Gadget Professor. Gadget Professor.
Interview, and we're actually getting our next interview. Now, I am really interested. I don't see these people, but I don't know them personally, and I'm hoping that they're here. Mike's shaking his head yes, but this company is called Webtuner, and I haven't seen this. I just saw it on the website. I got to find out about this. It looks really cool. Here we go. Come right in.
Hi.
You're Bernee.
I am Bernee.
I am Don Baine, the Gadget Professor.
Hi, Don.
Hi, thank you so much for coming in. I can't wait to see the Webtuner and hear all about it. I was on your website, and I must say, Bernee, when I read your website and read your biography, I smiled and I laughed and I said, who wrote that? Because it was very well done. And I got to tell you what captured my brain. You describe yourself as a serial entrepreneur. I love that. I love that. That is so cool.
Yeah, well, Webtuner happens to be my 7th company.
Okay.
My first company was Gemstar. We invented VCR Plus and the electronic program guide, a product you've been using every day for the last 25 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is awesome. So you are a serial entrepreneur. How about that?
Yes. And
That's
I was
great.
also the first CEO of Priceline, and I
Really?
was the first CEO of HD Radio.
I'm
And-
honored. I'm honored to have you here.
I'm honored to be here.
Well, thank you very much. Let's get to it. What is this thing? It's so
You
cool.
wanted our slides? Or
Yeah, actually, Mike, we have a stick. Can you put that in the TriCaster? Mike will load that right up for you.
Great. So Webtuner has set out to develop an end-to-end broadband television platform.
Okay.
Unlike all the media streaming companies
Okay.
who are trying to kill the industry.
Should I name a couple of them because our folks
Sure.
might not understand what you're talking about?
Roku,
So,
Apple TV,
okay, Boxy
Amazon,
Box.
Boxy Box, which is gone.
Yes.
Yes.
not
Fire
a bad
TV,
thing.
which just happened.
Yes.
Webtuner is very broadcast and content and advertiser friendly.
Okay.
We wanted to do two things: have the best technology and fit into the existing economic ecosystem of television, because we truly believe that the killer app for television is watching television. It's not being an app launcher. It's not doing all these things. It is being a great platform for watching television regardless of the device you watch television on.
Okay.
So the first thing we did is look around for an IP-only set-top box, and there weren't any. So we invented our own.
You got to be kidding me.
I am not kidding you.
Mike's running back and forth, so I apologize for that. Mike just ran back. He's getting his exercise. This is the Webtuner, and I'm going to hold it so Mike can get a close-up of it. I'll hold it this way. So it really looks like almost a small extension cord or a charger for your cell phone. Okay, and here you go. Okay, so you got an Ethernet port on there and you got an HDMI port, and oh my God, that's my first impression right now. Tell me more.
Okay.
You really have my attention.
So what's in this? This is a plug-in computer.
Okay.
This device has a 1.5 gig dual-core processor, half a gig video card,
Really?
a gig of RAM, 16, 32, or 64 gigs of flash. It has dual band Wi-Fi, both 2.4 and 5.
Really?
It's Bluetooth BLE and Zigbee RF enabled.
Wow.
All in here. And
Now,
Ethernet.
You can see the graphics. We have them up right now on that monitor. Actually, can we put those up again? And can you put that graphic up a second time there? Thanks, Justin. So there's the photo. Can you describe a little bit about that's your control?
That's our set-top box. It is.
But your remote control is on the left.
Yes, and
Okay.
so this box also happens to be highly secure. We write our DRM at the hardware level, so
Right.
it's very secure for both content coming in and content going out, like transactions.
Okay, we can take that graphic off.
The other thing we invented was a 7-button remote control.
Okay.
So on one side we
Mike,
have
can you get
7
close up with that
buttons.
control?
Where on off, volume up and down, mute, change channel, navigation, and menu, play, pause, and this magic interaction button. The other side has a full QWERTY keyboard and a
ingenious.
duplication of the navigation.
Very ingenious.
It's also a very smart device. It speaks to the box with RF. It speaks to the television with IR. So you'll
Okay,
need
now-
one box and one remote.
Now, there's a difference between the IR and the RF. We want to talk a little bit about that.
Well, RF is radio frequency, and since this device will probably be behind the furniture,
Right.
we're going to speak to it with radio frequency
Right, because
control.
that travels better than the IR.
Yes.
Usually that's, direct contact,
Right.
point to point. You want to see each other. So
And
they've
I-
already thought
right.
around that, which is good on
Right,
your part.
and TVs work with IR remotes,
Right.
infrared, and you need direct line of sight. So
Correct.
we have both in this device.
Brilliant.
But we're really not a hardware company, although we are. We have a platform, a robust platform to create virtual cable companies. So we can work with existing incumbents or anybody who wants to become an end-to-end
Well-
virtual cable company. So we have 3 pieces. Our system is 4 pieces. Our hardware, a new guide. Gemstar, my first company, invented the EPG. So this is a new guide that's more like a browser because the grid can't handle more than 40 channels comfortably, 40 to 60. So there's too much content out there today. So we have a new guide, and it does the 3 things that modern guides have to have. Every viewer in the household gets a personalized guide. It has very robust search.
Okay, we have the graphics up right now.
Yeah, we have very robust search, and we have a recommendation engine. The other thing it does is it integrates all content, live, VOD, any of the internet services, any kinds of new content that pop up. For example, Stanford streaming courses. Since we're fully interactive, you could use the keyboard on the remote, or since it's Bluetooth in the box, you could connect a full Bluetooth keyboard as well. So there are education applications.
Let me try to break this down a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
We have the ability to watch TV, our regular
Mm-hmm.
channels that's on your cable or whatever, your HD
Yes.
antenna. You also have the ability to, I reluctantly use the word surf the net, but if you wanted to watch podcasts or netcasts or YouTubes or things like that.
No.
Okay.
Yes, technically, yes.
Okay.
But since we believe the killer app for television and watching television,
Right.
we are, to date, we've walled it to professionally produced content.
Okay. And that's going to give me a complete control guide of everything that's available.
Yes, and you'll be able to find what you want when you want it very easily, and everything in the guide is cross-linked. I'll give you an example. If you're watching a show and you press for metadata and you'll see several buttons. One is cast and crew. You can click on cast and crew and go through every actor, even the director in the show, see what
Really?
else they've done, click on that, and you jump to it.
So if I wanted to watch something from Christopher Walken,
Yes, we also have search. So you turn the remote over, you type, I guess Walken would be the fastest way, or you could
Right.
type his whole thing. But usually in 3 letters you
have you
can
liked
find it.
Christopher Walken?
Yes.
Okay.
So everything, you can find all the television shows he's going to be on, all the
Really?
movies that are available that he was in,
Wow.
all the awards he's won, if
Get
any.
out of town.
And you can click on that and you'll see the things that won the awards and even the talk shows he's appeared on. If you press the talk show, you
That is
go into the
extraordinary.
segment that he was on the talk show.
So you instantaneously have a database that's going out and searching and bringing that in seconds?
Yes, we ingest
Or
metadata.
are you waiting for that thing to scroll
Well,
and find,
Since we have a very smart device close to the TV, the more you watch, the more we know you, and the more we can bring the stuff you would most likely
there's
want to
learning
watch forward.
functionality going on
Yes,
in that
there
also.
is. And this device is a very smart device next to the TV.
Wow.
So even though we broadcast over the internet, we deliver the content over the open internet, it's totally encrypted, so nothing could be taken, and it decrypts in the box.
So it's only going to bring in essentially what you're bringing in now. It's not going to bring in more channels per se?
Oh, no. Because we narrowcast and don't broadcast,
Right.
we can offer unlimited numbers of of channels. So we
understand.
could have channels, the regular channels you get on your cable or satellite today, and we can add ethnic channels if you want Chinese channels or any other
Are
kind
those
of
added through a subscription?
It's the way our partners want to do it. I would say yes.
Okay. So I'm just asking because I don't know. That's why
Yes.
I have you here.
Yes.
If I'm in Arizona and I'm from Boston and I wanted to get a Boston news channel, I'd have to find a service that actually offers that, and then
No,
how would that work, or it can't be done?
It can be, technically, of course it can be done.
Of course.
Because we can offer the
feed is
world's
there.
content, and
Right.
but because the content rights people insist that you geocode. So if you're in Arizona, you would get Arizona news
Right.
unless they lifted that restriction.
That's not going to happen in Arizona.
But technically,
Right. It
yes.
can happen.
Technically, it's like think of the satellite companies.
Right.
It's
I think
countrywide.
someday that will happen.
Yes.
I don't know when. There's a lot of legalities and a lot of money at stake.
Yes,
here,
that's
which
not-
that's the holdup. It's not the technical ability to do it.
No, definitely not. And so what we've been telling the incumbents, the satellite guys, the cable guys, we've been doing a lot of talking to NCTC. In fact, Rich Fickle is a big proponent of Webtuner, and we're talking to their members, which represent 24 million subscribers. But the nice thing about them to us is they don't have their own R&D.
Right.
So we could be the R&D and move them
And
from
Lord
their
knows
current.
you have the experience and
Yes.
the background to do that.
So from the current ecosystem into the new one for the TV, for the OTT generation, while maintaining their current base. And so we're working closely with them. We've been talking to all the big guys as well,
Right.
because what we do is disruptive evolution. We are disruptive in the way we can, with the things we could do on TV, but we're trying to have evolution, not revolution, and help the incumbents move into the next generation of television with all its capabilities. What we decided to do was bring broadband to TV, not TV to broadband.
I think what you have here is literally game-changing technology. It's going to ultimately, this is going to affect the way everybody watches TV. That's what I'm seeing right now.
Actually, we've had a lot of press this week, from the Wall Street Journal to GigaOM to
Right.
Multichannel, to something that came out today and listed us the 5th most interesting company at
kidding.
NAB after Cisco, Sony, Akamai, and
Isn't that
Brightcove.
right? I told you I was
Yes.
interested. When I started the broadcast this morning, I said, there's this company, Webtuner. I'm really interested to see what that is. It's very, very interesting.
Well, so far I only told you about 2 of our parts, the hardware and the guide.
Bring it on.
The middle piece is an audience measurement system that provides 100% real-time data.
How accurate is it? Because, we have places called Nielsen and
100%
100%.
accurate, real-time clickstream data.
Really?
Yes.
That's impressive.
So we can use that to do the most exciting piece to broadcasters and advertisers, which is a true addressable advertising platform.
Wow.
So all of the ads that broadcasters run, whether they're national avails or local avails,
Right.
can become hyper-targeted, interactive, and new revenue stream, transaction enabled.
Wow.
And we're demoing it, the box, running in our booth at Sprocket. Yesterday was actually our exit from stealth. We've been very stealthy working on this for a lot of years because it's very hard. And we stayed stealth until we were ready to come to market, and we've had lots of patents issue, and we felt that now was the time because there's so much interest and everything is just, one more set-top box. But this is not one more set-top box.
No,
Because
it's
what
a
the-
game changer.
Yeah, so imagine an Indian television company that wants to use our box in their system. Do you think Roku could be licensed to use their box? No.
You're not even in the same space.
Yes. Can Amazon Fire TV do that? No. Can Apple TV do that? No. We have the ability to do that.
Now, this product's available, ready to roll
Our UX is ready to license in May.
in May.
The boxes are being manufactured right now by Jabil Circuit, a $20 billion contract manufacturer headquartered in the U.S. And they'll be ready for mass production end of summer.
We'll certainly have to keep an eye on that. Now, if I come up to your booth, I don't know about today, but maybe tomorrow. Can I catch a little video and
Yes,
get a little tour? Would I be able to
actually
do that?
we're doing full demonstrations of the
perfect.
service running on the box in our booth in Sprocket 2254 if you
Okay.
want to come see it. In addition, we have lots of applications for this device because what we built is not merely a set-top box. Our first use case is video because that's where the money is today, right? But people have now approached us for other uses for this device. We could stream very serious games to all the rooms in your house. Yes. We can do digital display. Imagine when you have digital displays with computers at each display. Now you can replace it with this and have a web interface so you could change the display at your whim. So those are only a couple of things we've done, and this is an open platform. We run it on top of Android. And so there are a lot of things smart developers will think of for uses for our box.
It's over the top, very impressive.
Thank you.
And you, ma'am, are a dynamo.
Oh,
A
double thank
dynamo.
you.
Really.
Double
I'm
thank you.
Very, very impressed. I am definitely going to keep an eye on this technology. You are welcome to come back to the Gadget Professor anytime. I'd love to keep in touch with you.
Yes, and you have a personal invite for personal invitation from us. Come when you can.
Great.
We'll be here through Thursday.
Thank you so much. I
You're
really appreciate
quite
you
welcome.
taking the time out of your. I know you're very busy, but we have fans, millions of fans all over the country, and this is where they get their information from. And this is a game changer. I'm going to keep my eye on this, and we're going to see a lot more from this company. Believe me.
Well, thank you so much for the opportunity to
You're
come
very,
and visit
very,
with
very
you
welcome,
and to your listeners.
And again, you're welcome on the Gadget Professor Show anytime.
Thanks. Pleasure.
Have a great day. Have a great show. And
Pleasure.
Very, very, very impressive.
Thank you.
Put an extra very in there.
Thank you.
Awesome
We've heard
stuff.
that before.
I'm sure you have.
But we like to hear it, so tell us again.
Exactly. Thank you. Have a
Thank
great
you.
day. I think that's game-changing technology. There's not much that they didn't think of, and the detail in the design and the development of the product, it speaks for itself. Now, there are so many different approaches today, and as she mentioned, the set-top boxes, the Roku boxes, the Apple TVs, the Amazon Fire, they're coming out with new boxes on a daily basis. And those are primarily for ingestion of, let's say, podcasts or YouTube, things that are on the internet that you would watch. Well, they've taken a different route, and essentially I think what we've done is they've opened up the gates now for professional broadcasters to accomplish a lot of things, such as just the advertising alone, the way that they can monetize the advertisements. And apparently the way that would work is they run an ad, and you can, from that remote control, instantly click it and purchase something, and then the advertiser realizes that their ads are working because they're seeing the sales come in. And that's what it's all about in that business is monetizing the programs. The ability to do that database search is just remarkable that they can do it that quickly. So if you wanted to see a John Wayne movie or Christopher Walken, you're going to be able to search, and like she said, it's going to bring up all the shows he's been on, what's upcoming. Well, John Wayne won't be doing many more, but you get the general idea. It's a brilliant idea, and the space that it takes up, it looked like a phone charger, quite frankly. And there's a ton of there's a computer packed in that little baby. It does a lot. It's quite remarkable. So we'll keep an eye on the Webtuner and see what comes up with that. And definitely a dynamo. You can just tell some of the things that she's created are mind-boggling.